Triumph with Never Surrender. What a great song. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Jake. Jake, thanks for being patient. A lot going on. Rik Emmett, he's just, you got to be careful, man, with his chordings because they're usually not what they seem. He's got that classical jazz in his playing, and he blends it with rock so cleverly. He's kind of like in his soloing, and this isn't saying anything bad. He's got that cool Jimmy Page slop element, but he's a little cleaner. But it's just, it's a stylistic thing. It's really cool. So anyways, let's jump in. This is definitely an advanced lesson. So I haven't heard you play. Take your time on these chords. From the top string down, and follow the fingering in your tabs. 5, 3, mute, which will naturally happen. 5, 5. So you go down, up, move it a whole step sharp, and then open 7, 5, 7, 8. So you have basically your chord outline is, and this is played on a 12 string, so you're gonna hear some tones that we're not able to catch on a 6 string. All right, so keep that in mind. The next one, you're gonna down up some string mutes, and then just repeat that. But this time you're gonna go just once on each chord, and do that again. The chords. You'll see double dots in your tabs. String mutes down up, and then he changes the chord to an A minor 7, no 5. Well, it has the 5th note in it, but it's down here. It's 5 mute, 5, 5, 5. Move it a whole step sharp, move it back. So it's, and that just rings. You're going to accent off the B minor 7, which is back up to the 7th fret. Leading into, and that's section 1, starts at 0 seconds. Section 2 comes in at 24 seconds. Love this part, reminds me of Zeppelin. Oops. It's awesome. Open E, down up mutes, bar the 7th fret from string 5 all the way down. With the tip of your finger, mute string 6, and hammer on a minor 7 chord. It's 9D and 8B. And I don't know if you've ever gotten into doing multiple hammers on a chord. It's difficult if you haven't. And then after you do it, down, up, down, up. Last 2 are string mutes. And then the next one, interesting, he's playing a D chord, but his root's on the 10th fret E, muted A, and then barred 7th fret off the D, G, and B. It's clever because you don't have to change your position on the neck. Short rest, down, down, up, mute, and then into these Hendrix style double stops. Pick direction, it's moderate tempo, so if you want to downstroke all of them or down ups, that's fine. 5A, hammer to 7, 5D and G barred, back to 7A, back to the 5, 5D, G, and you're going to hammer 7D, pull off to 5. 7A, 5D, so it's 5E, slide to 8, 7A, and 5D. 8, slide to 10 on the E, 9A, 7D. They're just a C and a D chord triads, arpeggiated. So, and then, so that's going to go twice. The whole part, not that little end piece. So you loop right back to the, oops. And then verse breakdown. This is section 3, 35 seconds. It's a kind of a play off of these chords. Open E, down up mutes into the E minor 7 hammer-ons, and then down up mute. So it's a 10 E, and then short rest, and then the remainder of that D chord, 7, 7, 7 D, G, B with the muted A. Down, up, down, up, down, up, mutes on the end. So it's, so 5E, I would use middle. There are different fingerings for this. Muted A, and then barred 5th fret D, G, and B with the 3rd finger. And when you get to this chord, play the root, rest, chord, down, up, mute. And then you do those triads again, but he's not sliding the first one. You can slide them, it's not a big deal. 8, 7, 5, and then the 8 slides to 10 on this one for sure. Okay. That is 2 times, second time no star, which is the, okay, just don't put that in second time. Instead, you're going to go back to the A minor 7 that we used, 5 mute, 5, 5, 5. Move it up a whole step, which is 2 frets. Repeat the double dots, which is the, oops, I lost it. With the, and then ends with this. This is beautiful right here. Open E, 9, 7 on the D and G, just bar the 7th fret. And you'll go. So it's open E rest, D, G, down up on the 7E, up on 8B, up on 7G. Sounds like this. Oops. Okay, top of page 3. You don't really have to change the form, which is nice. 10E, keep the 9D down and the 8B, and go low E, short rest, D, G, E, B, G, B. So I try to follow that pick direction too. Okay, jazz chord. This is really cool. It's a crossover bar. You go 7 or 8 fret on the low E, 9th on the D and G, 8 on the B, and then bar the 7 on the high E. It's really cool. You're covering 2 strings with your bar. And you're gonna go string 6, and then D, G, E, B, G. So it's A minor 7, up a whole step. Okay, then 58 seconds, we have some repeats. Section 4 comes in at 124. We need some more distortion on this part. This always reminded me of Rush. And here's what we got. So, open A, 3-2 open E. Let that ring and go 2-2 A, D, open G, 3B, open E. It's a E minor 7, strum it. Open A, 3-2 E with the open D this time. So the first one is, second one is, that leads us into a D2 chord, 2G, 3B, strum the last 4 strings. And do all that 3 times. This is 1. So it's 3 times of that, and then you finish it off with the C major 7, Stairway to Heaven chord, 3-2, open, 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 starting on the A string. Rings for a while, string mute up to a B minor 7. That's the 7 mute, 7, 7, 7. So that's when Rik's singing the high note. Okay, bunch of repeats. The next new part is actually section 5 at 325, and it's natural harmonics, 12th fret G and B. We're prepping for the solo, and you'll hear a little whammy hit, just slight taps. 7 GB. 8B, pick the actual note, whammy that, pick scrape, 336. It's, okay, it's open E, 3A, 2, open, hammer 2, pull open, and then 3, 2, E, and that goes 3 times. So 1 time is this. I like how he picks the open, rests, and then does hammer pull. Okay, and then start it over, but no hammer pull. Instead, you're gonna go 3, 4, E, or yeah, open A 3 times, and then 346. We got this first filler, and he's stylistically hard to play like, man. It's a Jimmy Page thing. Sounds to me like a chromatic. 15 pulling to 14, 13, 12 on the high E. Same thing on the B. So you have, it's quick. 14-12 GB down up, hammer 13-14, so that gives you 15, pull 13-12. So, oops. Okay, top of page 4. 14, pull to 12-11 on the G to 14-D. And then on the G, go 11, 12, 14, bend, release. So it's vibrato. Okay, 349. 17 on the high E, pull off to 15, 14. Do that on the E and the B. To 16 G. And then on the, let's see, go down up 16, 14 GB. 17 B, pull off to 15, 14. 16 G down, 14 B up, 15 B twice, and bend. So it's 352, fret 16 on the G. You're going to bend it a whole step, and then a step and a half, which is, so a whole step would be 2 frets, and then the next one is a step and a half, so 3 frets. You're going to do it 3 times, and then whammy vibrato. 4G, just slide up to around 19 and back, that type of thing. The fear of using the whammy is it going out of tune. It's usually not too bad with this one though. 356, pinch harmonic 2 on the G. You're going to bend, rest, and bring it back down. On the G string, it's a double pull off, 4 pulls to 2 and open. And then 2, hammer 3, pull 2, pull open. And it's fast, he's going 2G twice, bend, release, vibrato, so it's, you can bend up or down. And then another one of those, slides up and back. 4 minutes in, 2G slide to 4, I'd use the middle finger. And then go on the B string, 3, 5, pull 3, pull open. So it's, and then this is really cool. 3B, pick, hammer 5, pull 3, pull open, do it twice. So it's same concept on the B string, but it's 5, 8, 5 open. So that gives you same concept, 7, 10, 7 open. Half step higher, half step higher, half step higher. So you have and then jump to 12, 15, 12 open, 12, 16, 12 open. Try to keep the volumes, consistent. Right? On the high E, 12, 15, 15, bend, rest, release, slide. 405, 14G, middle finger slide to 16. On the B string, go 15, 17, 14. So 19E, bend, rest, release. 15th fret high E, I would use middle finger. Pick, hammer 17, pull 15, 14. It sounds like this. 14B, 14E, hammer down to 15, and then go 14E, 17, 15B. Top of page 5, 14B, 16G, 14B, hammer 17, pull 14. So it's, and you can experiment with fingering, if you're like in the middle there instead of the third. 408, we're going to go 7B, hammer 8, pull 7 to 9G. 7 on the G, pull to 6 to 9D. So it's oops, I missed something, didn't I? There it is. And then 6, 7, 6 on the D, those are downs. 410, we're going to go 2 G slide to 4, 3 B, 5 B, you're going to do a step and a half, that's 3 fret bend 7 times, so that's going to be bending to that note. And then do it again, but there's short little breaks. 6 times. And then 5, just slide off. 413, 10th fret B, slide to 12. Go up on 12E, down on 15B, pull off to 12 twice, to 14G. So it's 12B up, 15 pull to 12 on the B, 14G down up, pull to 12, 14D pull 12, 14A down up, pull off to 12, 15, 12, 12, step and a half bend, slide, and that's on the E string. Okay, this one's cool too. 415, 3E pick, pull to open, and then go down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's same thing on the 5th fret. So it's slow it down, you got, and then a shorter version. 3 pull to open, down, up. Same thing on the 5th fret. Same thing on 6th fret. Same thing on 5th fret. So the whole part there is, and his tempo is about like this. 418, we're going to go 7